Today we have in the new 2025 DreamCloud Premier Hybrid and the Nectar Classic Hybrid for comparison. Of course, I'll be going over the similarities, differences, and my own personal opinions on the two to hopefully guide you to the right mattress. As a dealer for the brands featured in our showrooms, we put our name behind each mattress sold, helping you throughout the entire process. Unlike other videos, there are no paid links featured, and we'll never ask you to click any link. However, we will invite you to visit our stores. Both mattresses come in sizes from twin all the way to California King and are both offered in at a rated medium with varying degrees of support. The DreamCloud Premier is their mid-tier option, with the Nectar Classic being their core hybrid model. The DreamCloud Premier is constructed in 5 layers. Starting at the top, the Premier features a cloud quilt Euro top with cooling polyethylene fibers and a stitched foam layer for better cooling and comfort, contouring memory foam to help relieve pressure, responsive foam for support, an 8-inch layer of individually wrapped coils, and a thin layer of dense stability foam. The Nectar Classic Hybrid is constructed in 5 layers as well, starting with a soft, cooling cover, pressure-relieving memory foam, a layer of responsive support foam, individually wrapped inner spring coils, and a bottom layer of foundational foam. Now, which type of sleeper are these mattresses for? Generally speaking, medium firms are suitable for those between 130 and 230 pounds. Preferences apply here, but I, as a 6 foot, roughly 200 pound individual, find these to be on the softer end of medium, but in particular, the DreamCloud here. The Nectar Classic does a decent job of holding me up while on my back and offering suitable amount of pressure relief when on my side, where the DreamCloud, I find my midsection tends to sink in a bit more, and it's a little bit firmer in the shoulder area when on my side. I wouldn't say either of these is suitable when on your belly. The reinforced edges of the DreamCloud Premier Hybrid do a great job at holding you up. There is a fair bit of sinkage, but it is a comfortable seat, and when you're horizontal, you're fine. And I find the Nectar Classic does a good job of replicating the same amount of support. It's just as good on the seat and equally fine when horizontal. I would say they're both on par with one another in this regard. There is something to be said about the comfort levels of the tops here. The DreamCloud has a very plush top with that cloud comfort layer. That is nice on the tush, but I wouldn't say this is a deal breaker. And honestly, much like its predecessor, the DreamCloud Premier Hybrid does a good job of dampening motion. I find it slightly edges out the Classic here, whereas the Nectar Premier was more or less on par with the additional thickness added in those comfort layers at dampening motion. You're gonna feel a little bit more motion on the Nectar Classic, but that doesn't make it a bad choice. I'm a pretty heavy sleeper, and I don't feel like I would notice anyone hopping on or off of either of these mattresses, so this is where I recommend you visit a showroom, whether ours or someone else's, with these two mattresses, so you can test this out with your partner to see whether or not it's suitable for you. Are you looking for somewhere to test all the latest online exclusive mattresses in one place? Perfect. That's where SleePare comes in. Try out any mattress in our showrooms by booking an appointment today via the links in the description. The Cloud Quilt Euro top of the DreamCloud Premier is said to be more breathable and of course cooling with those cooling fibers, and I would say that much is true here. It's more or less at least on par with the Nectar Classic, and the Classic is a decently breathable mattress as well. Both of these have similar qualities to them, and there is a reason for that. Both are owned by the same parent company, Ashley Homes. So if you're wondering why there are so many similarities in overall feel and composition, that's why. On average, you will find the Nectar Classic at a more affordable rate over the DreamCloud Premier, sub $1,000, say, for a queen, and this is all seasonal and dependent on any sort of ongoing sales. For me, I find the Nectar Classic is better supporting for my height and weight, whereas however I fall in the DreamCloud Premier, the midsection is just a little too soft, and I've shifted around that mattress quite a bit to try to find a more comfortable laying position. One on my side, I think it's great, little tension in the shoulders, but I do find my waist sinks in just a little bit more than I should like, where the Classic is just that much firmer, or at least I'm not noticing as much sinkage. Though I will say that I would prefer a firmer mattress all in all, so if you're also heavier set, maybe neither of these. But that's where going to test these out in person goes a long way, and of course I'll invite you to a SleePare to do so. But if this video helped at all, feel free to leave it with a like, and you can check out some of our other videos here on the channel by clicking or tapping on screen now. Thank you for watching this one, and happy snoozing.